Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. I had a special request from Lynn to make a 5-petal flower on the jig. So I have the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit, the Artistic Wire in 20 gauge, and my tools. I'll take a 6 to 8 inch piece of the wire, and I'm going to start by just holding it here and bringing it around the first peg. This is the second to smallest peg in the kit, and then because it's very tight if you put the next peg in, I'm going to use a nail, and I'm just going to stick the nail in here, hold it with my finger, and bring this up and then around to the next one. Give it a tug, and then we can do the same thing, pull it out, put it in the next one, hold it, bring it around and around here. Keep doing that, jump to the next one, hold it, and around, and the next one, bring it around. So we have the petals, and now we're going to remove the nail and remove it from the jig, and then you can just bring these out, spread them around, push these in, just hold this with your flat pliers and bring this one straight up so it doesn't get distorted here. We're just going to hold this with the round pliers so the tip of the round plier is in the center of the flower, and just start the bend, and then we're going to take this and just give it a little bit of a tug so it's tight, and then you can clip that and pinch it. You can hold this and push this down, and this can actually become a stem. You could put it on a greeting card or as an embellishment in a scrapbook, or you can flip it over and put some beads on it for an earring. I have a 4mm cat's eye and the 6mm faceted glass bead. We're going to slide those on there. Cut this to 3/8 to 1/2 inch. Take the end with the round pliers, bend it back, and twist that around so that's flush. And then if you're making an earring, just open up the hook and slide it on, and you have some beautiful flower earrings made on the jig. For this one, I set up the second largest peg with the smallest peg. This is 20 gauge wire. Make sure you put the plugs underneath and bring it around. So we're going to go around here, try to straighten it out a bit and give it a good little tug. So we're going to bring it around again, push it, and again, and again, just pushing the wire down as I go, and here. So we've gone around 5 times. I'm going to flip it up, and then we're going to take this and just bend these, spread them that way. Creates a little loop there. Bring this one out, and this one, and that one. We can actually take it here, hold this one here, and bring this one up, and we can do the same thing over here. We're just going to hold this underneath here. This one I'm going to hold in the center and just bring it around to make a little loop that's in the center. Place this so it's in the right position, and then hold this above that loop and bend it at a right angle. You have trouble getting that in, just curve it a bit, spread these out a little bit, just stick it through the loop, push it right down, pull that one a little tighter if you want, give it a little clip, pinch it so it's flush, and then this one again you can just bend it straight up. You can bead this again, or you can just use it as a little embellishment. If you want to turn this into a ring, you can just take this end and bring it up to the front, and then bend this across at the radius of the bead. This is a 6mm miracle bead, so we're going to slide that one on here, and then we're going to bend this down, lift it, and stick it through this opposite loop. If the wire was longer, you could bring that one that way and that one this way, and they can meet around at the back. And then bend this at about the radius of the bead, just to help it out a little bit. Stick that through. And then hold this here and give it a good little tug. So we'll clip that off, pinch that in. And now for this end, we can turn it into a ring. Hold this with the round pliers, just with the tiny end. Bend this out, put it on the ring cone, or if you have a marker, you can put on a marker. Bring it around, bring it all the way around to the size you want, and then we're just going to wind this around. If it's hard to hold, just grab the pliers, bring this one around, and then pinch it. Push that one in place. Adjust it how you like. To make it more solid, you can actually bring that end through and wind it around there. And there we have our funky flower ring. If you want the flower a little bigger, just take this peg and move it down a notch and stick the little stopper on there. Get a longer piece of wire. Start this way with about an inch or so sticking up. And then we're just going to give it a good little sharp bend and bring it around. Straighten the wire as you need. Push it down on the jig and give it a good tug as you go around. So we're just going to keep going around. So that's 2. Tug it. 3. 4. 5. So we have 5 full turns, and then we're going to bring this one up. This will be the 6th, but we're going to do half of it here, and the other half will just be like a slight turn at the bottom one. And then we'll just remove it from the jig, and we'll do the same thing where we separate these. So we're just going to go like that. Like that. If you want more petals, just stick it back on the jig and we can do more petals. So we have what would be 6, so 7, 8, 9. It's actually better to do it in 2 stages because this isn't very high. So for the larger flowers, it's better to do more petals. It looks more full. So there we go. So we've got this so far. Try to make them even. And then from here, we'll bend this up at the halfway point. And then this one, at the halfway point, we're just going to bend it at a right angle to start the bend. And then we're just going to take this and bring it around. And then clip it. Pinch that in place. And then if you want, you can stick a bead on the top. Bend this one out. Take with the round pliers, bring this one around. And if this is long enough, you can wrap it around a couple of times. Otherwise, you can just clip it and pinch it in place so that's flush. If you want, you can go in and add a little bead to the center with a separate wire. The other thing you can do is just put one single peg in there. That's the second largest peg. And just go around the peg 5 times. It snaps back a bit, so just go a little beyond what you think. So now you're going to take the loops and we're just going to spread them around. Until it looks something like this. If you didn't do the loop big enough, you can put it back on the jig and just make it a little bit more round around here. Same on this side. Just put it back and make it a little bit more round to complete the circles. From here, we can clip that flush, flip this one, and clip it flush. And with the pliers, just push it in so that's flush there, and that one is flush there. From here, we can get some 24 gauge wire, stick our bead on there, and push these to either side. So we have the bead in the wire, and then take your flower and then stick this on here to center the flower, flip it over, and then we're just going to push this to either side. It's a little wiggly, just be careful because it can slip, and then tug either side because we want it to be centered. And then you can bring it up through one of the petals and then over to one side of the bead, and then turn it around, and then bring this one up here through that intersection, give it a good little tug, and then back on that side, because we want it secured on either side of the bead. And if your wire is thin and you want to do this again, just go through there and back, and again here, up and down. This might also work on a ring. So at the back, just really tug these. If it's easier, get your flat pliers to tug them even more. We want to clip this in a way it's not going to touch your skin if it is a ring. So just cut it like sort of halfway down there, and then this one too, pull it back a bit. Cut it so it's not quite on the surface. Then you have this super cute little flower that can also be earrings or a pendant or even a ring. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out our work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to submit your email, I will send you my free Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.